Good morning. Good morning, everyone. This is KFK Renee's Garden, and we are out in the garden today. Let's see. So I have to get some stuff planted, you guys. I hope you guys could hear me. Let's see. Uh-oh. There we go. There we go. So I have to get some stuff planted today. I had my the tray that I started all those seeds in a couple of weeks ago, and they are doing really good. So I had some tomatoes in there. I had I think it's Willie Kate tomatoes, and they're like purple on the outside, yellow on the inside. And I told you guys when I first set this whole tray up, I brought it outside to put it in the greenhouse, and the whole tray toppled over, so everything is mixed together. So, hey Jamia, what's going on? How are you? I hope you can hear me okay. So I am out here getting ready to get some stuff planted. I also have some. Let me see if I can. Okay, there we go. So there's the tray there. But I also have some plants in my arrow garden that I need to transplant also. So what I'm going to do is just transfer them over to these 4-inch containers until they get big enough to go out into the garden. And so I have two Paul Robeson tomatoes, and I have one super bush. And it's funny how they say that super bush is a compact tomato. But that plant looks a little bit bigger than I anticipated it being already. And it's only been like 19, 20 days or something since I put it in there. So I need to get that transferred over also. And then what's going to happen, I'm going to harden them off, but I'm going to put them in the shed. Um, and I just open that window. It's a window like right there. And so they'll get light, and you have to keep them really moist. These will be fine because these have been out here since I put them in this tray. I put this whole tray in the greenhouse, so these should be okay. Um, so the holy basil is still there. It didn't fall over, and the lettuce leaf basil, the ones that actually germinated. The cucumbers, I took all the cucumbers out, so they're already in their containers. I'll show them to you as well. The flowers never came up. Um, that was what was it? Penstemon, Dazzler Blend. They didn't do anything. Hey, girl, dad, what's going on? Thank you for being here. All the carrots are doing good. And then I have the Willie Kate tomatoes. So I definitely have to get those moved over. I think it's about 6 of them. Um, but the carrots are doing good. I planted some short and sweet in the atomic red. And I do have some atomic red already out in the garden. It's sprinkling out here, you guys. But that's all right. We're going to stand out here and we're going to get it done anyway. Look, even if I have to get an umbrella to put over my tablet, we're going to get it done. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get these transferred over. I'm going to get my little tool. I did put some more African blue basil out. I had some, I'll show you guys. I had some African blue basil in there that was wild, wild. I'll just turn it around. Hey, Bronze, what's going on? So I put some more out um, so they can get going. So I have some African blue basil. And then, of course, I had to get some more purple jalapeno. That's what's in the back here. I topped both of them so they can grow bushy, and hopefully I'll get more peppers. And then this one is the Romanian rainbow. I topped that one as well. So it'll take them a little time to start bushing out and everything. But the ones that I did top, they're already bushing out and they're looking good. So anyway, we're going to get these moved over, and then I'm going to go inside and get, here we go. And then I'm going to go inside and get the tomatoes that I have in the arrow garden as well. So I'm going to go ahead and water these through, because if I don't want to put the plants in there in this dry soil. So let me get my water hose. set them on this tray here. And I'm going to water them through. Don't want to put your plants in no dry soil. Hey, David, Corey, what's going on? Yes, everyone, drop your channel links by typing KAY so other people can connect with you. So I'm just going to put some water on those real quick. It's a bunch of new birds out here. Mom had some babies out here, and they're nested in one of my trees. And so the birds have been eating the tops of like my little young plants. I was like, darn it. I mean, ate all the spinach. I had went and bought some more spinach because mine bolted. They ate all the tops. All the tops of those little tomatoes that I put out there. They ate those too. So I was like, goodness gracious. I was like, Mom needs to do better about feeding her kids. So they're not in my garden eating up all my stuff. Hey, Miss Fifi, what's going on? So I was just getting some water on these containers because I'm going to be transferring some plants over. Miss Fifi has been doing big things over in her garden. Okay, so we're going to get these plants transferred over. They're all like kind of mixed up together because I dropped the container. So when I first planted the seeds. So we're going to do our best to get them moved over. But these are the Woolly Kate tomatoes. And as I stated in the beginning, they are purple on the outside and yellow on the inside. So it's about 6 tomato plants. So these are just going in there until they get a little bigger. So there's that one. I think I planted about 6 of them, maybe more. But I think I'm going to give my family members some of these tomatoes as well. Hello to everyone in the chat. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. If I did, I apologize. Hello, hello. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. So I am dropping this one down in there as well. So those are the Woolly Kates. Let's see, this one is as well. I think I dropped more seeds than I thought I dropped. But it's okay. We're going to get them all moved over. I have some neighbors down the street that grow as well. And so I will be sharing with them also. That's another tomato, and I think there are 1, 2, 3, there's 4 more. And then 5. And then all the rest of this is carrots. Those cucumbers look really good though. Alrighty. How are you guys doing today? I hope everyone is doing good. Does anyone have any big plans for the holiday weekend? I didn't get to get over to my relatives. They had some stuff that they had to do, and they were out shopping for plants last weekend also. So they were shopping for plants and dropping seeds. But my aunt sent me pictures, and everything over there was looking really good. So hopefully we will get by there this weekend so you guys can see their garden. Their garden is really big. And they have everything in the ground. Maybe a couple of things in containers, but not really. Mostly everything is in the ground. Uh-oh. I don't want to mess up the roots on these. I'm gonna have to separate these two. It's two of them together. All right, got those separated. So this is definitely a lot of tomato plants, and honestly, I put all those cherry tomatoes out, but I did not want all these tomatoes, and so we'll definitely be sharing these. That's a lot. Oh, you're still dropping seeds? Yes, it's not hot right now. It's still kind of gloomy here. So, oh, it's one more tomato. So that is 8 tomato plants, you guys. 8 woolly Kates. And then I still have a few in the house in the AeroGarden. So those I will be keeping. Well, one of them. One of them I'll give it away. I have I have um, 2 Paul Robeson. Those are the ones that G Mama sent me seeds for, and then I have the Super Bush tomato, which is a compact variety cherry tomato. So I'm gonna get that going too. I think that's it now. So it was 8 tomatoes. All the rest of these can stay in here and get a little bit bigger. So these are the rest is atomic red, carrots, and the short and sweet. Um, I have no clue what that is. I think that's a basil plant because I told you I dropped the container once I got everything in here. I think this is the lettuce leaf basil. So lettuce leaf basil, holy basil, so they could stay in there a little while longer. Oh, you're doing sweet potatoes? Oh, you have sweet potato slips to put out. A nice summer, not so hot. I hope so, David. I really do hope so. I hope it's not too hot. So these will be staying in for a bit. All right, so we got those woolly Kates planted. I'm gonna go put this container back. These are the Sikkim cucumbers, and they are looking really good. So they had already been transferred over. And this one, as you can see, there's some carrots down in there too. I have about 3 more of these, and they all look really good. So they have their 3rd leaf on. So we're gonna let them get a little bit bigger. Um, Honestly, I can go ahead and put these out in the garden, but of course your girl don't have no space. So these are the tomatoes from the AeroGarden. So these are the Paul Robeson tomatoes. It's 2 tomato plants, and this one is that Super Bush. So I feel like I should put these in larger containers just because they're already getting nice and big. Oh, you said the critters ate up your cucumber seedlings? Oh yeah. You hear all these birds out here. They've been getting busy out here. in my stuff. So I think I will put my super bush in this. This is a little 5-gallon container. Um, yeah, may as well go ahead and get it in there now. So this plastic pot I'm going to take off. You see these roots on here? They are looking good. I do have to separate these Paul Robesons though, so I know I'm going to give one of those away. So I'm going to fill up this container and put that super bush in here. I'll at least turn you guys to something more pretty. Something more pretty while I get my soil in this container really quick. All right, got my container and my soil. So I'm just gonna fill up this container here. Right, those tomatoes are looking good. I got those started in the AeroGarden probably, I think it was 18, 19 days ago. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that super bush planted. And I mean, they were saying that this one was gonna be super compact, and I'm like, this one looks a little bit bigger than what they are saying. So let me get those going. And because these have come out of the AeroGarden and they've been in water their whole life, I have to really keep those moist. So they're going to be in the shed. Right? The birds, those are all those babies back there. They're real small, so they're all little ones. And they are super noisy, you guys. Not only are they vocal, but they've been super busy in my garden. I'll take you back there and show you guys. Hold on, let me flip this around. So these little jokers, they're up there on the wires, up there, because they come out of that big tree. These jokers have been eating up all my stuff. So all the pea shoots over here, you see that? They have eaten them. It's nothing but the stems. All the little tomato plants that were coming up, it's still 2 little ones right here, but they keep eating the tops. So this one has been eaten. It was actually 4 of them. They keep eating them. So I figure the one that's growing kind of big, I'm just going to put that one in the middle here. But all these are coming out. And then I have one of those covers that I'm going to put over this whole bed. And that way they won't be able to get their butts in there. But yeah, they're in this big tree back here. It's a nest in there. So I'm not getting up there to mess with them. So sorry for bouncing you guys around. And then my spinach over here, same thing. They chewed that up as well. So the spinach that's in this city picker, they chewed all the spinach up. I had just put that out there last week, but it's okay. Right? Always a challenge because them little jokers are out here. All the plants that are nice and big and established, they're not bothering those. It's the little young tender leaves that they like, because I'm sure it's easy for them to digest. So I said I need to do better. So what I'm going to do is everything that I have that's small like that, I'm just going to leave it in the shed or in the greenhouse um, until they get bigger. That way, little jokers won't be eating up everything. So, yeah, they have been really busy out here getting into everything. So, maybe I should move it to a 1 gallon first so I don't traumatize the poor plant and then transfer it over. Although that one I feel like is big enough and it would do good. Let me get a 1 gallon. I'm going to move it to a 1 gallon first. I'm really going to drench the soil in this one because these have been in the AeroGarden, so I have to really keep those moist. All right, so I'm going to let this one drain through, and then I'll get that one planted in the Paul Robeson. I'm only going to keep one of those, so the other one I will just put in a 4-inch container because that's going to my neighbors. They plant everything in the ground, so I'm going to be going in the house in a minute. Oh, it's raining now. Jeez. I'm going to tell you, move y'all over. Move y'all into the garage. Jeez. Okay. And then maybe I'll move the table. Goodness. This will not let me be great. Look, or maybe I won't and I'll take my butt in the house. It's raining. Jeez. Now, I know I didn't look at the weather, so I had no idea it was going to rain today at all. So, I guess I'll be going in the house and get them planted up in there. Well, at least I got the tomatoes done. And let's see, it's shaded. Well, it's a cover right here. It should be fine right there. Yeah, it should be fine right there. It's under cover. All right. So this one is my super bush. So I'm gonna pull these lower leaves off. Just pinch them off. Then it comes out of this plastic pod here. It's just gonna go down into this hole here in the container. That one is looking good. This is the super bush. Hey, Perfection Bacon, how are you? Thank you for being here. So that's the super bush. DJ Ron, what's going on? I am transferring plants from those seed trays that I started last week. So hopefully I'll be able to get these apart. I don't know, because it is, oh yeah, might be stuck with that. because this was grown in the AeroGarden. So all the roots are intertwined, as you can see. Hey, Jay Jordan, what's going on? Thank you for sharing me out. I appreciate you. How's your trip going so far? So I'm just going to plant them together, and if I need to, I'll just cut one of the plants because I don't want to cut the pod and mess up these nice roots. So I'm just going to get another 1-gallon container, and I'm going to put that one in there as well. So I guess I will be keeping the Paul Robeson. Okay, so let me put some soil in this one. Okay, let this one drain through, and then get the other one planted up. It's raining over here, you guys. So, not hard or anything, but it is raining. So once I get that one planted, then I will be done outside, I guess. But let me show you the strawberry plants. I did start some strawberry seeds a couple of weeks ago also, and they're doing good. So these are the strawberry plants. Uh-oh, let's not drop that one. Right? Rain, go away. So these are the strawberries, and they germinated really good. So I still have them covered up because they're really small. But I dumped the whole packet in here. And so it is a lot of plants in here. It is a couple of spaces that did not germinate, but it's okay because there's so many in here in the other pods that it makes up for those. And then this one is actually some spinach. I think this is the Galilee spinach, and these are it says they do well in heat. So I did get these started in a Ziploc bag, and then I transferred them over to this starter tray here. So they're doing really good. I actually have some more that's in the Ziploc as well. So these empty spaces, I'll go ahead and fill those in. It's just that they hadn't germinated yet. So I will get those in there. So that will definitely make up for the ones that all the birds ate up out there. So, all right, let's see. This one drained through pretty good. I'm going to take these lower leaves off as well. All right, so that's all planted up. These are empty. I did have some mustard plants, but I'll take you guys inside. Those I'm going to go ahead and put those in the shed because I don't want those to get ruined in the event that the sun comes out on them. The other ones should be fine, but they're going to go in the shed also. So I'm going to take these lids off. I'm going to go drop those babies in the shed real quick. drain a little bit. There's a lot of water on the bottom of that. All right, so we're going indoors. Hey, Shantirement, what is going on? I'll show you guys the mustard plants. Let's see. All right, so here are the mustard plants. That's the giant red mustards. They've been in there. Okay, so it's been 19 days. So all the plants have been in both the AeroGardens for 19 days. These are the giant red mustards, and they have gotten quite big as well. So, whew. All right. I guess we're inside because it's raining out there. So anyway, how are you guys doing? Is anyone planting anything fantastic this weekend? I have planned to get out in the garden this weekend too, so hopefully the weather is a little bit better. I don't think it's going to rain. I think it's just we're getting a little drizzle for a little bit. Let's see what it's saying for weather. It doesn't even say anything about rain. It says partly cloudy. And then the sun will be out later, so I'll make sure to go put those plants in the shed once the water drains through. Hey, Nikki, what's going on? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. Hey, Miss Sunshine. I was out there transferring some plants over. I had the Paul Robeson and a Super Bush tomato that I needed to transfer from the AeroGarden to outside. So I was putting them in the containers, and I'm going to harden them off in the shed, and then they're going to go out in the garden. So they're obviously going to go in containers because I have no space, nowhere else for those plants. I do have some cucumbers, but you know, the roots for cucumbers are pretty shallow, so I'm not worried about cucumbers. I can always find somewhere to squeeze those jokers in and trellis them up. But the red mustards, I had planted more, you know, multiple seeds in each pod. So I think those are giant red mustards. So I think I'm going to give some of those away to my aunt and uncle so they can put in their garden. They plant everything in the ground, so I know they're going to be huge. Even in containers, those things get really, really big. So mine are obviously going to go in a container somewhere outside. I don't know where yet, but I'll find somewhere. Maybe in that city picker where the birds ate up all my spinach. Maybe I could put them in there. They'll probably do really good in there. And I'll probably get maybe a few good before they bolt anyway, because they don't really like the heat. So we'll see how long I can keep them out there. But I know last year I had the large red mustards, and they went all the way into like early summer, and they were still doing really good. So we're going to see. My other ones did bolt because they were in an area where it was more sunlight, and they didn't like it. And I think it was like in the mid 70s, 80s. And so we get that dry heat here. So they were not liking that. I better close up those pods where I moved those other plants. Hold on just a second, you guys. Let me close those up. So I did leave my lettuce in there. I had some La Rosa lettuce that I'm going to be leaving in the AeroGarden because I can just harvest that as I need it. I love to keep lettuce in the house, but I am really excited about these cucumbers. It's one of those rare cucumbers, and the first time I dropped these seeds, they did nothing, but this time they actually did something when I put them in the seed tray. So, but they're kind of weird looking, so I want to see if they're nice and sweet or, you know, I do see that they have a lot of seeds in them, but that's okay too. I just want to try them. So I'm going to be giving some of those away to the neighbor. Hey, Micro, what's going on? I will drop the link if you want to pop in. I was just outside moving plants and okay, so I do still have some of those seeds. I still have some of the atomic red seeds, atomic red carrots. I thought I had dumped the whole packet somewhere. But I planted some in seed trays, so I do have those. I planted some in a couple of those raised beds, and those are actually doing good. Hold on, let me drop the link. Uh-oh. There we go. So I dropped the link. But yeah, it's cool up here. It's not even hot. It's gloomy. It's rainy. Oh, you removed some plants? Okay. Oh, 80 degrees. Yeah, you guys got that heat over there. Yeah, I had to pull my mustards last week. And I was glad that I started these. I know you've been working on some stuff over there in your garden.
Garden and my house.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get, but I can say I am behind. Like mornings are like stretches, like concerts, um, last school year picnics and stuff like that. So the
Mhm.
kids are winding down. They're getting down another week. Their
Oh,
last day is what, June 7th or 11th, something like that. 7th and two half a days. But then I'm remodeling downstairs, getting their area downstairs together, painting and repairing things.
oh
Then the
wow.
garden is 80 degrees up here today. So
Mm.
some of my stuff was going to seed. So I removed that and fed
Mhm.
that to the chickens and the rabbits. I made those videos just today.
Okay.
And cleaning up and clean up the garden. Because after Memorial Day, after Monday, that starts our official, for where I'm at, official growth season.
Okay. Oh wow.
So
Okay. And then how long do you guys have after that?
we have 130, but when at 130 with rain and cloudy days and all
Mhm.
kind of nonsense, we had about 120 probably,
Oh
110.
wow. Wow. That's
Yeah,
like
here.
time.
Yeah, I mean, we got to remember, like all the garden communities, everybody grows differently,
Mhm.
and people that it just
Yeah.
don't click in their head.
Mhm.
Where I'm at, you got to start your plants indoors and take them outdoors.
Right.
We
Right.
don't have that real privilege of sowing the seed in the ground here,
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
the time period short. I think GT Junior was telling the same thing. People in the Northeast don't have a long time to grow like Georgia, California, Arizona. We don't have those long days. So most things
Oh, okay.
you're gonna either have to use a start or start them indoors. So
Mhm.
reality is
Okay.
for people where we at, food preparation is like wicked. You'll be better off up in the Northeast as livestock. Garden
Okay. I see.
we'll be a more meat and potato people in the Northeast as things hit the fan. We will not be delicate gardeners like you guys in the South and California.
Okay. I
The
see.
Northeast will survive off of meat and potatoes.
Okay. Got it. And I still didn't put my watermelon seeds out. Don't judge me. I forgot all about them. I have them out here on the table right now. So I do have a water. I bought. I don't can't even remember when I got these seeds, but it's a watermelon. What is it? Golden midget. So I wanted to try them to see how they taste. And I have the all sweet, tender sweet, and
Oh,
crimson.
okay.
So I'm gonna try those again because last year I did get watermelon. They weren't as big as I would have liked because I had them in an area that was not. I don't think it was really sunny.
It's a little trick
It
around.
was,
You got to do your research.
yeah.
It's basically the last two numbers. Like in the beginning, you do your 444, but when you
Mm-hmm,
get your flowers and your sets,
mm-hmm.
you need to take off from the nitrogen and go with the NK. Well, yeah, the PK. They got to be
Okay.
high. They got to be higher. And most of the time, if you're not from the South, wherever, but
Mm-hmm.
the the PK's got to be higher at the end.
Okay.
Then you talking about in the 30, like 30, 40, 30, 50 in
Mm-hmm.
your PKs. And that's where you're going to get big watermelons, especially if you
Okay.
don't have the right nutrients in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of the gardens don't tell you that. They'll tell you, we grow the biggest, and they're like, no, you don't. You
Yeah,
know.
mine were in a container though, and I just let them run.
Mhm.
And so
Oh, and that's another thing. A lot of times I see these competition grower watermelons.
mhm.
They don't let their vines go 15 feet. Their vine is no more than 6 feet.
Oh, so they cut them.
They
Okay,
cut them.
got it. Okay, that pro-
Um,
that probably would have helped my watermelons out had I cut them too. I didn't even think of that though, because I'm not a big watermelon grower. You know, I just did it for the watermelon wars last year.
oh, okay. No, I didn't grow.
I'm
I
not a
didn't
big
grow
watermelon.
watermelons. I didn't bother getting into it because of the simple fact I know our times are short, and then
Mhm.
due to the other stuff I was doing, I
Yeah.
couldn't tend to them like I wanted to. But this year, I could do a little tending to them because now I know the trick of the trade of growing big watermelons. Did my
Mm-hmm.
research, and it's not the 444. It's the high nitrogen in the front and the
Mm-hmm.
high numbers in the back. When you start setting flowers and start
Mm-hmm.
setting fruit, you cut them. You don't let them keep growing because they're taking too much energy trying to grow tall, long. If you
Mm-hmm.
cut them, once you get two watermelons or one watermelon in the plant, you cut it.
Cut it. Okay.
And you let that plant concentrate on making that fruit
Okay.
bigger. That's the
Okay.
key to beating David Corey. That's the key of beating David Corey, y'all.
Okay. Got it. Got it. And then I was thinking about getting the plants all started, taking them over to my aunt and uncle because they have a larger area and they plant everything in the ground.
Yeah. And
And
here it goes. And another tip to beat David Corey, y'all. Carolina Cross. See, y'all, see what happened was in this World Watermelon Wars, which I
Mhm.
thought was unfair
Mhm.
because I feel next year Watermelon Wars should be select one type of watermelon.
Okay.
Because you have watermelon that grow to 300 pounds. I got competition watermelons. That's my secret. I give it to y'all. That watermelon. See, David Corey brags about his watermelon was 49 pounds.
Uh-huh.
There's watermelons that go up to 200 to 300 pounds. All
Oh.
I gotta do is get it halfway, and I beat that 49-pound watermelon. Because you do your
Lord.
research on different watermelons. So you growing sugar babies, you're not gonna beat them. If you're growing jubilees, you're not gonna beat them.
Right.
So the flaws that was in the watermelon wars this year, not knocking nobody, was you have to select one type of watermelon. And I hope next year they do that instead of having everybody just growing all type of watermelons.
Mhm.
Grow one type of water. If it's jubilees, sweet tenders, whatever, that's the one you're gonna weigh in. The biggest sweet tender, the biggest Carolina Cross. Pick one particular watermelon, and I think that will make it fair because then everybody's gonna grow that one particular watermelon. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like the
Got it.
100. Everybody's doing the 100
Got
yard
it.
dash. Everybody's going to run the 100-yard dash. Not one person's going to do a 20-yard, 10-yard,
Right.
and then the other person doing a 100-yard dash. Somebody definitely going to lose. But next year, I hope they do decide to pick choice
I'll
one
try
watermelon.
'em on.
Yeah. So that's why I put a bunch of them out there. Like,
Yeah.
difference between me and a few of y'all is that I get a whole
Mhm.
bunch of seeds and I just threw them all out there. I got about 10 fishing poles in the water. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
I
why I know
want
nobody was going to beat
I
me.
want to try them all though, just to see how they do. Right? I'm taking all the notes, Sunshine.
Yeah, because he said it, but y'all don't be listening to Dave Corey. He talking about he got a watermelon that can grow to 300 pounds. Those are those, if you go on YouTube and look at watermelon championships, they actually, I know Broke Farmer did this between the garden community, but there are watermelon competitions. And if you look at these watermelons, they weigh more than you.
Yeah.
And they're little and I'm going to tell you what I learned from a little 12-year-old boy. Kid, you not, a little 12-year-old boy's in there like he's one of the kings of that stuff. He's growing like 200-pound watermelons.
Oh wow.
Little kid, but that's a competition in certain areas that they do competition watermelon grows where the watermelon's at 200-pound plus.
Okay. Yeah. David Corey said, "Don't be putting all this business in the street."
I'm gonna put it out there.
He didn't say that. I said it for him. Don't be putting all his business in the street.
Yeah, y'all need to go get y'all some Carolina Cross. At least get an edge on him. I don't know what he's growing because he's been doing it for years, y'all. Once again, I do not know what David Corey's growing, but he's been doing it for years. But I found out his 49 watermelon, his 49 pound ain't nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
I said there's some huge ones out there, huh?
Yeah, some huge ones better than that one. I was like, all I gotta do is get it halfway, and I already have a secret recipe.
Sorry, my dog on my tripod moving it around.
So if y'all go ahead and get y'all some watermelons that grow 100 pounds or more, you got a shot at David Corey, even for your late bloomers.
Oh my goodness! Look,
I'm gonna talk about him. Like I said, he bragging about a 49 pound watermelon. That's crazy. Do your research, like I always say. Do your research. There's watermelons that grow way bigger than 49 pounds.
No.
So California, Texas, Georgia guys, Florida people, Arizona people, Tennessee people. Y'all got a shot. Y'all ain't got a shot beating me, but I'm just saying.
Stop. You don't even have the grow time we have. Get out of here.
I got the secret recipe. That's
you are beat already.
See, I know. See, I told y'all. I ain't lie to y'all. Y'all don't be listening. What I'm going to grow, I ain't eating it.
Well, look, what I grow, I'm going to eat it. So however big it gets, that's how big it gets. I want to eat them.
Mine's can't pass the drug test when I get through it. It will not get hired at nobody's water juicer. Juicer. It will not get out. It will not get approved at nobody's juice out there. Anybody do watermelon juicing? My watermelon will not be approved. You
are funny. You said you tiger bloom in your plants.
You know that. You know that. You know what I'm saying? I got something better than tiger bloom. That's what I'm saying. Like, I ain't just giving y'all my recipe, but I got it. I got the jar sitting right. Yeah, the jar sitting right up there on top of that refrigerator.
You are a mess.
Yeah, that's what I said. Mine ain't gonna pass the drug test, so don't you eat. Y'all will grow hair on y'all face if y'all eat my watermelon. I'm be honest. You gonna look like me.
Look, we know not to eat no watermelon at your house.
Yeah, not these watermelon grows.
Hey GT, what's going on?
Chilling. Micro watermelon's gonna be on dope. Hell, that dope.
That dope.
Really? I believe it. I believe it.
Because I ain't gonna say that, but GT, your package is going in the mail tomorrow. But let me just show y'all. See, I will be playing around when I buy seeds. Y'all be jacking around, hustling ears. But let me just show y'all something. Y'all can see that?
They sell them in the stove?
Carolina Cross.
Bro, I got 10 packs right here for my.
Yeah, that's burpee.
That's cool.
Hold on, let me just show.
At Home Depot.
Hold on.
What did you just say, Kay?
I think they have those at Home Depot.
Let me show y'all something.
They sell burpees.
Make me big, Kay, because I can show people what I'm talking about.
Okay, let me see if I can make you big. I don't know how to.
Oh,
okay.
Lord.
Hold on, let me see.
I can show people. Look, can I get that in the? Can y'all see that 200 pounds?
Let me see. There you go.
You're not in focus though. Okay. 100 days to harvest, 1 inch depth, thin 2 to 3 per group. This is the Carolina Cross number 183. Gigantic and delicious oblong watermelons can grow to over 200 pounds. Did y'all hear that? Yes, it says. And then there's just the regular instructions. Okay, then.
Wow.
So his 49 that he bragging about, if y'all get the right watermelon, y'all can beat 49 pounds. Even if you get it halfway, even if you grow it halfway, you beat 49 pounds.
You got to have the conditions, and you got to know the science of what watermelons actually need. There's a few things. Micro, you giving them
Yeah,
that dope, gonna get them
yeah.
right though.
You don't get them right. That's why I say ain't gonna pass no drug test.
Oh my,
No.
oh my
Mm.
Boy,
Yeah.
I
micro
started.
watermelon's gonna be banned from the country.
Look, my watermelons are probably still gonna be they little 40, 50 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
I might go get that variety and just try it. I'll just take it to my aunt and uncles and put it in their yard.
Yeah, that Carolina Cross. See, that would have David Corey scared because if all y'all growing those watermelons, everybody watermelon gonna grow different now. You beat that 49 that he ringing rain, right? He's like 49, 49. I'm like, dude, even if that 200, I get 100 pounds off of it, still beat that 49 with fine colors.
Okay.
See, now me and
The
GT
proof is in
Jr.,
the
we gonna have to
pudding.
work hard. See, me and him, we gotta work harder in the north for type of that. But
Yeah.
you people in California, Georgia, Arizona, Texas, y'all can give him a run for your money.
Yeah, especially Cali. You got a nice climate, K Renee.
I did a horrible job last year. I got watermelons, but they weren't as big as I would have liked. And just listening to Micro was like I should have cut the vines instead of letting them run so big. Because it had quite a few watermelons on them. But of course, you know.
See, and that's what happened. You got
all of them.
You wanted all of them. You couldn't get them all. What you should have did was keep 2 at least. But if you're going to keep 2, you're going to have to feed it more.
Yeah.
Just can't. It's not like that roast history thing. Set it and forget it. You're going to have to work with that. You're going to have to babyfy that watermelon situation.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's what I'll do this time. I'll just drop. I'll drop a couple of seeds.
But don't you love them Georgia boys? They act like they just throw their watermelons in the ground. And they just leave it and go fishing. They not tell you what they use.
They said no. We just ain't telling our secrets.
Yeah, they just act like they're gonna just throw a seed in the ground and go fishing all day long. Come back as a 59-pound watermelon out there. Like, wait a minute, bro.
Look, that's why it's called Watermelon Wars. You can't tell everybody all your secrets.
Micro don't understand that. He just want to tell everybody everything.
Yeah, when people bragging, y'all got the unadvantage. That's why I tell people, do your research before you get to these competitions. Even K Renee, she done jumped in a challenge and it almost took her out of here.
What? What you talking about, Michael? What happened?
He talking about my watermelons from last year.
Oh.
I haven't even dropped my seeds yet. I need to drop my seeds. I haven't even done it yet.
Not only that, she took that burpee challenge or something. And she was crying like somebody stole her food stamp card.
You are a mess.
But she got through it. She worked through it because she don't give up. I give it to her. She's a lady of her word, you know. Because if she was like me, she would have gave up. She would have quit. If she was like me, she'd be like, "Oh hell, with this."
Struggle.
Yeah, it was a struggle.
Look, I would have quit before I got started had I known.
Yeah, you know.
The funny thing is, I kept saying, "Oh, this burpee challenge is gonna be simple. It peaks at 34. I got this."
It paid off, but sheesh.
Trying to get 10 burpees done. I was so out of breath.
Her real hair looking like a wig and stuff. Her hair going to the side. Y'all see that?
Right?
That Lord wore her out. I say, she's like, I ain't doing no more challenges.
Look, I quit.
Quit taking them challenges. Don't even hashtag her. Don't even tag her.
Nope, I can't do it. I'm gonna do what I do over here. No more challenges for me.
I'm gonna be a side spectator like this.
Man,
I ain't doing it.
It was a struggle, I'm telling you. Look, I feel like I'm still tired.
She went back to that bicycle. She was like, "This is much better."
Right?
Remember, y'all remember? Yeah, if y'all ain't watch her video, she used to complain about that 9-mile ride. She don't complain about that 9-mile ride no more. She got it. She like,
oh no!
Whew.
Look, I could
9 miles.
look. I could do 12 miles now. Just rolling.
Wow.
The burpees.
I thought 2 was an accomplishment for me.
yeah, shoot. He was
Oh,
struggling to get that 9 in. Now, since that burpee chest, shoot, she stopped talking about that bike. She's riding 12 miles now.
Burpees, that's a whole different monster. Yeah. You see now, you see my videos, the burpee shorts.
What I can do.
Let's see how many I can do.
Yeah.
That's my challenge.
Like I said, I don't know how long that car standing, that car driving. What you call that one? The squat, the 30-second squat.
Oh, the kettlebell. Oh
No, not the kettlebell. The squat thing. The squat look like you driving a car.
Oh yeah, I'm holding a 15-pound kettlebell and I'm doing a 30-second squat hold. That's a struggle too.
Yeah, I'm like, shoot.
Right, Nikki? The shorts edition.
Yeah, shoot.
Period. That's all. That is all I can do. Man.
I was like, where the car? And then she got that song talking about all day. No, you cannot get that 30 seconds and then call it a day.
Sunshine said the rest of us quit. As soon as I heard burpees, I was out. I hear you. It definitely was a struggle bus for that whole month. And that whole month, you see that look that I had all the time. Every time I was looking to the left, like, man, why did I get myself involved in this?
Hey, boy, I think you took Nikki's class. Nikki, if you in here this chat, she took one of your classes because that's her spokesperson that was on them videos. Because Nikki had a spokesperson. Y'all don't know Nikki in her beginning days. She had a spokeswoman like the Popeye lady. And after that, Nikki became Nikki, the real Nikki. Y'all see the OCD chick. Nikki used to come up there like, "How y'all doing today, everybody? Great to have you here." Nikki tossed that lady to the side, kicked her down the steps. "Hey, my name is Nikki." What she said, what's her thing is, have fun doing it, because damn it, she wasn't having fun being that spokeswoman in the beginning. Y'all don't know those days. I know those days.
Nikki said, forget this and that.
Yeah, shoot. Y'all gotta go back and look at I don't know if she still got them videos, but you gotta go check out Nikki's beginning. Y'all see that spokeswoman like the Popeye lady. Love that chicken, that Nikki.
You are a mess.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of y'all who started out in the beginning, like y'all changed up. A lot of people just changed up.
That come out all extra proper, and then after a while, you like, look.
I don't drink. I don't know why hold on. I got the classic one. Y'all know y'all know the people. I ain't saying no names. I don't know why he be drinking. Wasn't his red cup? Next 2 years later, everybody got a red cup to my guava, cheers. I'm like, wait, all y'all drinking now? Everybody busting cups and bottles and stuff. And I remember when I used to get on GT when he was just drinking coconut water. He was the only one drinking coconut water. Yeah, everybody got wine, Monterosa.
I still don't drink.
But I'm saying, like, he been around.
Everybody business in the streets.
I'm putting everybody, they put mine out there like that. Like, what's in your cup? Microphone.
Everybody business in the streets today.
Yes, sir, because I feel that y'all put mine. I was trying to get my revenge. So,
We ain't even throw no rock though.
Right?
Yes, y'all did.
Nobody's saying nothing about
We ain't throw no rock.
I know what y'all thinking.
We standing on the sideline. You just pointing at us. We like, what? We looking at each other like, what we do?
Dang.
Hey, shoot. That's right. Shoot.
I got cantaloupe growing inside, so I'm ready for this melon challenge.
Okay.
I put out some melons and some couple of other things in my little greenhouse that I have inside. I'm acclimating them. This is like the 5th day.
Okay.
And it's just because we have such a swing of weather that I've been putting them out the last 3 days. The last 3 days I've been having them out for about 14 hours just to get, you know, the fluctuation down because we still are in our 40s at night,
Oh,
41, 42 and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
I got a couple of
that's it.
melons out there.
See, that's what I'm
okay.
trying to tell y'all people, y'all fake growers in the nice sunny areas. Well, he's worse than me. He's still in the 40s. We in 80 now, but we
Did he
get
say
not,
Whoa.
fake growers?
huh? Yeah, y'all fake growers.
Growers?
Y'all have no
He
skill
said
set.
that about y'all.
Y'all, because y'all,
Oh my goodness.
if y'all temperature goes 10 below, y'all in trouble. Like we grow in the tundras. Y'all was starving. Y'all don't have no sunlight over there. Y'all don't know what to do with yourselves at
I would
50 or
know.
60 degrees.
Look, I would know because I would be growing all over this house.
You heard? WIG.
Yeah,
Selfish
like,
plug.
I know, selfish plug, right?
In this house or in the shed.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
but it's so good to learn from a lot of people because the weather is changing. So I feel like a lot of people in the South is going to start learning some stuff and techniques from me and GT Jr. and Hudson and Miss Tina, not Tina, Miss OG, people in the Northeast, because you got to learn from other people because y'all weather is changing. I mean, not yours at this point in time, but the people in the South is getting cold like the Northeast. They getting their growth season is getting shorter also.
Right.
So, because they go from what? They've been going from cold to extreme hot. Like it was 45 degrees, and then the next day is like 89 degrees. They went from extreme, cool weather temps to now they burning up over there.
Yeah.
It's like y'all going from one to straight, like one, was this like 0 to 60? They like 0 to 60 or 0 to 100, like that, what they are going. So they are having, I think the South's going to have a lot of problems because they going from 40s and 50s and going straight up to the 80s, like
Yeah.
in no time.
Excuse me for a second.
Yeah. So when you learn it, you watching GTs, you growing some stuff. You watching people like Mike Chaotic Garden growing indoors hydroponically. Y'all better start taking some pointers because that might what y'all gonna have to be doing soon. Find out what can
And I'm
grow
have
good indoors and no.
right. I'm gonna have to email. I mean, I'm gonna have to text you, Micro. I found another chicken coop that I want to build.
Oh man.
Yeah. I was looking on the internet, looking at other videos and stuff, because I got these dragon fruits that I'm gonna be growing, and so I'm rooting those, and then I was looking for a chicken coop because my chickens got to get kicked out this summer. So I found
Only
one.
thing I can say to you, I don't know how the wood area is. Since you have a young man, young son there, is while your soil is least soft when it gets soft in the next month or two, is dig you some 4x4s inside the ground to start building your own 20 by 30 or 20 by 16 coop. So is he? Oh, he's washing dishes. You hear word?
I'm
Yeah, you hear
listening
what I'm
to you.
saying?
I'm listening to
Oh,
you.
okay. Where you start like it might be a 2-year project for you because I know you get cold real quick. Where you place those posts in the ground and you start building. If you can get wood pallets, you start building your greenhouse 2 feet. Well, the pallet is 4 feet high. Go across with a single pallet around the 4x4s to build you a coop. And then you put that plastic wrap on top of it. So half of your greenhouse and your hoop house will be your chicken coop. So you ain't got to worry about the extreme cold in the winter times with your chickens. So you use the pallets. You take I don't know if you get pallets. We get pallets here for free. So I don't know if you get them. And you go around the 4x4s. You go, I would say do a 20 if you got enough room, or a 16 by 16, and half of your greenhouse, your green hoop house, is for your chickens. Because you're different than the South. We're different. You're not gonna get extremely hot. So if you could roll up, you roll up the side where the chickens are when it does get hot. But in the wintertime, that plastic's gonna heat it up perfect for your chickens. And you'll be all right.
That's a great
It's
idea.
called
Wood.
All right, here goes. GT. Look up in YouTube or on your website, wherever you want to go. Dual purposes greenhouses. hoop houses. They have them. They're like barns, but people do them. I know in our community we don't do them, but I've been watching these guys using hoop houses as a dual purpose place. It holds their livestock and it holds their fruit trees.
Oh, okay.
So just
And you
look that
said
up.
dual purpose?
Yeah, dual purpose hoop house. And they'll show you people that's building those type of things, because I know you got a little piece of land going over there where you say you gotta get the chickens out. So at the same time, you're trying to kill two birds with one stone, and that will be perfectly work for you. A dual purpose hoop house type thing, or a greenhouse. Like one side will be for your chickens, and it'll keep them warm in the winter, and the other side will keep your tropical plants warm in the winter also. So it's a dual purpose.
No tropicals, but I feel what you're saying. Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean. Whatever you're trying to grow that's going to die in the Alaska winters, you know.
Look, you're gonna make me look it up now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look it up.
It was there was a guy in the South that did. Well, he was in the South. He did that. He did a dual purpose where he had. I think he had his pigs. He had his pigs on one side and he had his plants on the other side.
Okay.
Yeah. Because he was worried about the pigs. He was worried about the pigs getting too hot where he was at. So he had no shade on his property. So he did a dual purpose. You can look it up. There's a dual purpose hoop house. I'm gonna call it.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
Now I might be using the wrong terminology, but to me it was a hoop house.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it. You look it up on YouTube and it'll give you a couple of, suggestions, and you follow the suggestions that you actually can utilize. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, because in your situation, you want a dual purpose situation. Because, like I said, you're trying to get your chickens out. See, K. Renee, she over there giving her babies sponge baths and stuff.
Why are you putting my business in the street?
Because I be telling people, like, if my chickens get a spa days because that water hose hit them by accident. That's the only way they get a spa day hit. You what?
Michael, I thought they said that you was giving your chickens mouth to mouth and stuff.
Yeah.
And you was giving them cake and all kinds of stuff. You spoiling them. Red velvet cake and.
Yeah, I got these watermelons. I'm about to put some out in the street there.
Look, he got the audacity to be talking about me and my
Yeah. He be pampering his chickens, giving them cornbread and all kinds of stuff.
I just gave my
with that Canadian leaf that he got. Yeah, you still got that ashtray?
I do. I think I do. No, I gave it away. I gave it when I went to Savannah. I didn't give it away. I did, yeah. But I just gave. I know I make some people mad. I just gave my chickens and rabbits collard greens. People were like, "Well, I would have cooked me some collard greens." I gave the collard greens. I cleaned up my garden bed. So they
you don't eat that stuff, Micro?
Yeah, mine definitely get collard greens. I pull them leaves off every other day. They get collard greens because it's a lot of nutrients in those. But even if I don't give them to them, if I let them out of their run area, that's where they go. They either go to the lemongrass or they go to the collard trees, and they'll jump up and get their grain.
Mines do that. They get hit in the head with a rake. They ain't gonna be doing. You get what you get.
I give mine dandelion greens.
Huh?
I'll leave a couple.
I give mine
down low.
Sorry.
They can.
You give yours what? Dandelion?
Dandelion greens.
Okay.
Those are really good for them too.
You know what good? What's good for my rabbit? I just gave my rabbits a bunch of arugula. I pulled up all my arugula. I pulled up all my arugula and I gave it to the rabbits, and then they was bougie because the arugula went to seed or something, and I didn't know that after a while, like your collard greens and your arugula, they'll start turning bitter. So my rabbits must have tasted and it was bitter to them. They was like, "Oh, what the hell?" I didn't know that.
Nah, I pass.
They were like,
I love arugula because it's like kind of like a spicy flavor to it. So I like the arugula. I'll put it in salads. I love it, love it, love it.
But see, that's when they don't mature. Once they mature, they start turning bitter. So that's why I pulled mine, because they went to seed and it was out there way past the maturity time. And that's another thing, people that's new gardeners and gardeners, it'll tell you on the seed that's when it's time to harvest them. So if say it's 85 days and they've been out there for 130, chances are they're gonna taste bitter. You're gonna have to use some sugar or something to knock that bitter taste, or you're gonna have to toss it to the compost pile.
Yeah.
So be careful on growing like arugula and stuff like that, because a lot of stuff was indoors.
Okay.
And I realized I'm gonna have to pull some stuff because it's past the mature day. Yeah. So you said you could pick from the collard trees all year round. That's what you said. So
I'm gonna grow that inside this year.
But what I learned from both the collards, the green ones, I think those are really called blue collards, the green ones. And the other ones are the purple collards. The purple collards have more like a sweet flavor.
I don't know. I ain't eat one
yet. I did notice that compared to others. So I mix them both. My daughter was saying the same thing. She said, these taste kind of sweet.
So let me. I'm gonna get my sneaker back on. Well, let me get my sneaker back on for a second. You know, when you out in the garden too long, your feet start hurting. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's when my body say, "Hey, you've been out there too long," because my feet start hurting. I was like, "Where my feet start
hurting?" All that standing, huh?
Yeah, like you out here. You know, you 300 pounds. We can't do all this heat and weight.
Oh wait, it's a terrible combination. I know.
Oh goodness.
Your body. They say, listen to your body. Listen to your body.
So how your sister doing with those plants that she picked up?
They are doing good. That's what I was going to tell you guys. What she doesn't know is if she does really good with her plants. I have a couple of green stalks that have never been out the box, and I'm gonna give her one.
Oh, that's $100 gift right there.
Yeah, but she my sister, so.
Oh, so we be stingy to our family too. What you mean? Shoot.
That's my sister.
So, I'm stingy with my folks sometimes too.
She's like super sweet.
Super sweet. Oh my God.
So
she deserves it.
She deserves it. So and I mean it's just sitting in a box. So it's like, you know, I have one out there. And it's two of them. I got the ones with the spinner base so that you know, it could be moved around or spin it around.
That's what's up there.
Where she planted, place it, she can access all the plants. So we're gonna see how she does with the plants. I'll give her a couple of months.
See, the broccoli coming up nicely. But
Micro out there like a real gardener.
Right?
Yeah, something, a little something. Wow. My daughters, they like their broccoli, and I'm trying to get these cabbages right.
Nice.
And then I put some okra here, and a dirty-hearted chipmunk. He decided he wanted to taste it. He didn't even eat it all. Where's my okra? Let me see my hand.
Is that corn too, right?
Yeah, he bit the darn thing and ain't even eat the whole thing. I was raggedy beanbagger.
Yep. I hate when they do that.
So here goes
the tops of the plants. Wow, those plants are great.
These are the carrots, GT. These are the transplant carrots.
I've never transplanted carrots a day in my life.
Yeah, the transplant carrots. Yeah.
I did a live last week to show you the transplants, GT, but I don't think you popped in last week. But I had a
I got to talk to my mom longer. Yeah.
And they go my
whoa. Oh, pretty, man.
And I don't know what happened. Where you go? Oh, I know he didn't get me for my. I gotta go get my gamma. I had a flower here. You know what? Yo, they got to go. You
got to plant enough for them too, man. You know the rules.
Yeah, I got the joint upstairs, but I'm just saying, he took one of my flowers. But I hope to get some of these candy nut roasters. So this is your tree collar right here.
Wow, that's the tree collar?
I gave them.
Wow.
Yeah, but they acting crazy with this heat. So I don't know what to do with them because you say they in California, but this little heat making them look like a little terrible. I don't know.
Yeah, put them in the shade.
And there go my potatoes right here. See the potatoes?
Put them in a more shady.
Wow.
Well, you said. Oh wait, you tell me if I gotta put them in. Wait a minute, because I put them in the ground. Put them in the shade. You never told me to put them in the shade.
Oh, okay. Then don't worry about it. Put a couple of stakes up and put a shade cloth over the top. That way it'll shade them a little bit.
Yeah, shade cloth. That's gonna be another one. That's gonna be a good investment for you, Micro.
Yeah,
shade cloth.
No big deal. You just get a shade cloth. That'll take care of that. But those look nice. They're really good.
Did y'all notice the way that Micro planted his plants? Go back to your that Micro, if you don't mind.
Bucket.
Look at his buckets, y'all. Go back.
Yeah.
Look, I want y'all to pay attention to the way that he actually used his buckets. Y'all see that right there?
Mm-hmm.
That is a excellent way to actually grow your plants.
Yeah.
So do your research and see if that can benefit you.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty good, Micro.
Have been
Matter of fact, let me show them. Let me show you one that I didn't fill up.
You don't have the camera down, Micro.
And you stuck like Chuck.
It fits right inside the hole right there.
Yep.
So you filled up with. So if you have a problem with like clay soil, you'll put sand in here. You'll do 1/4 weight of sand, and then you'll put your soil, your compost, whatever. So this is for people who have bad draining soil or too much, or they soil drains too much. So if you get fast draining situation where you can't retain, put wood chips in it. Wood chips or pine shavings at the bottom to retain some water, so you don't use a lot of water if your ground dries out real fast.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have clay soil, then you'll put sand in there. So it's just the reverse. If you have poor draining soil, you put sand in there at the bottom. Growing Out the Box was showing y'all about how he did the sand, and I did that here with this tomato plant. Where is it? This tomato plant right here. This is a bucket right here with this tomato plant with the marigold.
Yeah, it looks good.
It's sand mixed. See, sand mixed in, so it drains well because you get a lot of rain, you'll get that end rot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tomatoes don't like a lot of rain, and we've been getting a lot of rain, so I was using Growing Out the Box method with the sand and soil.
Okay.
So let me show you. Oh, so look at my mint. My mint's doing good. My onions I cut back, and what I do is when I cut back my onions like this, I chop them up and I throw them over my garden, so you get that onion smell.
Mm-hmm.
And then here I'm drying out some rabbit poop. Should be dry already. So let's go out here. Then I put the collard greens out here, which I'm gonna have to water them in a minute or get them in the shade.
Okay.
So now you're gonna make me put the darn water on the collard greens in the shady area over there.
Yeah.
So I don't need to buy a shade cloth. I got shade.
Yeah.
I didn't know. So you're gonna make me pull them buckets out and put those collard greens right here in the shady area.
I wouldn't. I would just put a shade cloth up.
Why I got that? I can just pull it out the ground. Save me a couple bucks. Well, let me tell you what I did. So let me just show. Now let me show you what the people did when I pulled up some stuff out the back. I just brung it over here to the compost pile. See, I wouldn't care if it worked or not, but I'm gonna see if it works. So this right here, people, you see this right here? You can eat this. This is delicious raw, y'all. This is not bolting. This is with the natural setting. This is a pak choi. So I took the leaves off it, but it grows so here I transplanted today, so it's hot. So you can see what happened. So when these things it kicks back tonight. It's gonna look like this, but the soil is nice and moist. It's cool here. So hopefully tonight it'll bounce back. It'll look crazy right now. So hopefully in the morning it'll bounce back.
Yeah, but it will, because it's a shaded area.
Yeah. And then over there on my secret garden across the street over there, the watermelons are doing fine. My secret watermelon garden. Yeah. So, and this is my apple tree that's gonna be giving out trees when I'm long gone. Probably give out something. It's a small tree. I ain't know apple trees take almost like 7 years to give you some apples, some decent apples.
Oh wow.
Not necessarily.
Well, where I'm at.
In your area, not necessarily either. What is that from seed or something?
No, that was a plant. That was a tree that Willow, Nikki's grandpa, done took it out.
Oh, what's that? A plum? What's that?
Yeah, Santa Rosa plum.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I need a cutting, man. You not an air layer?
No, I'm trying to learn. I got a tree out there now, a mulberry tree. I'm early.
Air lay that air lay one of them things if you don't mind. I got a couple of dollars for you. You know I ain't rich, man.
Yeah,
I
I
got
gotta
2
find
jobs
one
and
to
stay
cut. I think I
broke.
marked one. I think I marked something to cut the air lay. Where was it? I think I marked it. Or did I cut it out? Because I was gonna air lay this one because it's fruity.
Hey, that's a good video for you, Micro.
Yeah. So now here go the crazy part. They got my okra. They got my okra that I put outside.
Nice.
And this right here, y'all, is coming from due to the fact that it grew so fast under the light. This is not a nutrient deficiency. It was too close to the light.
Oh, yeah.
So I brought them out here since it's getting hot now. So I'm gonna leave the okra right here. I got some I believe these are blueberries or raspberries.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did the planter garden TV thing with the bucket. So I already got a hot pepper here.
Ooh.
Doing his method of letting it grow and then keep backfilling it.
Mm-hmm.
Then this is the problem I'm having, y'all, with this tree. I'm trying to figure this out while I chit chat and doing my other stuff. I'm having this problem right here with this tree. And the GT, this is what I'm thinking is going on with this. It's a young tree, right?
Mm-hmm.
I put it in October last year, but it's putting on these big peaches, man.
Whoa.
So what I'm assuming is I use granular fertilizer, fruit tree fertilizer, Dr. Earth. But I think, I got to sneeze. Hold on, excuse me.
Bless you.
So what I'm thinking this is doing
God
already to
bless you,
itself,
man.
in my world, in the other world I grow, is called cannibalism. It's actually taking nutrients from the leaves. You get what I'm saying?
Bless you again.
Yeah, thank you. So I think it's taking nutrients to grow these fruit at a young age. I'm getting peaches, and they're nice size, and I'm assuming it doesn't have enough nutrients, so it's taking nutrients from itself. It's what we call cannibalism itself right now. And it's too early for it to be cannibalism itself. And this is what happens, y'all, when they don't
Micro
have enough
got the
nutrients.
peaches. Okay.
So see here. Hold up,
Yeah.
look, the sister. Oh, my fig trees looking nice.
Micro, you out there like a real gardener, man. Too bad you don't eat it.
Yeah,
He don't eat the food.
No. Whoa. I eat my fruits. I eat my fruits. You can't get my fruits and my potatoes and my peppers. Now this stuff
And
you
I'm
can have
talking
all
about the
this.
collard greens.
Oh, these are right here.
Oh, look at you. Okay then, Micro.
Wow.
And they got my lavender right over there. Looking nice. But let me show you the other peach tree. Same age. Sister, I'm gonna call it the sister. Come from the same stock. Loaded with peaches.
Nice.
So it's loaded, but see, she's not doing the same thing outside over there. So it's because here go the granular Dr. Earth. So I'm working it, and so I'm learning because it's doing some craziness. One leaf is doing it, and I'm gonna remove it. We see this right here. I don't know if it's just a defect, but it's not the whole tree. It's just this one leaf I just see, which I don't know why it's doing that. But it might not. It might be a fungus. It might not be. It might just be some defect in it. So.
Wow. Yeah, mine were eating off my plant. My peaches, the nectarines are still doing good, but the peaches, they were gone.
So this is what I'm telling people, like a 16, here goes a 16 by 16. So if anybody's watching new to your channel, this is a 6.
Hey.
And you don't have to have a big garden. This is right here, this garden right here. The garden y'all see right here is a 16 by 16. And it has, let me tell y'all people about trees, y'all.
Hey, Micro, that's a screenshot, man. That's a thumbnail. You need to take that picture, man. Like for real, that's a beautiful thumbnail, man. So, please take that picture, man.
And
nice.
This is the sunflower. These are dwarf sunflowers.
Wow, dwarf.
So, and yeah, I have strawberry. But the thing I want to tell people, right? 16 by, just get what I'm saying, y'all. 16 by 16. This has 5 plum trees on it. This is that combination plum that you find at Home Depot and Lowe's. So there's 5 different plums on this particular one tree, right? So there's one tree. One tree. Here go a pear tree. See the pears? Oh, Lord. The pears. The pears, you see it? Pears. This is a cherry tree right here. This is a cherry tree. And this is a Honeycrisp apple. So right in this little space of 16 by 16, well, it was a tree right there, but it died because of the dogs. But it was 5 fruit trees.
Oh, goodness.
In a 16 by 16. So that's why I tell people, plan out your garden area. This is only 16 feet by 16 feet, y'all. So if you was a family of 4, you could feed your family. It has cabbage, it has okra, it has corn, broccoli, kale, it has peppers, it has fruit trees in it, it has chocolate mint, it has Brussels sprout, you see what I'm saying? And it has pollinators, it has sunflowers in here, it has strawberries on this side, strawberries going across here. Then they got that 420, I didn't want to show you that. Anyway. Then they got but then they got a muscadine grape down here. So don't tell me you cannot grow. Because, see, I can prove y'all wrong. Somebody, I need an acre. You don't need an acre. You only need 16 feet by 16.
Right. Good morning, Learn Quran with me.
So, and this is a blackberry tree right here. Here goes blackberry tree right here. This is a blackberry tree, right? Then here go hibiscus. Hibiscus that I say that y'all haven't followed. Hibiscus. This is a tomato. Watermelon. So you can grow a lot, y'all, in a 16 by 16 spot, y'all. So there's no reason for none of us to be scared about food shortage.
Yeah. Wow.
So
yeah, we got to get back to actually provide. Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Marco.
No, go ahead. Because I was just gonna say something, but go ahead. What you saying? You had a better point than me right now.
I appreciate that. We got to get back to actually providing more of our food. Our consumption rates are being provided by other people. I just was having this conversation with my mama. She was saying that because my mom, she take care of kids and stuff like that. They brought over noodles and macaroni and cheese, and that's not essential. And we're forgetting that we need those nutrients. We need those big nutrients and those micronutrients. And we just got beside ourselves. And, you know, instead of going to, you know, garden, you know, you're supposed to have a garden in your yard. And you're supposed to have a blender to blend up those vegetables and stuff to actually feed our kids instead of all the Similac and stuff that we've been giving our kids and stuff. We're getting beside ourselves. We done gave everybody the power that we once before. I mean, it's all of this stuff is possible. All we got to do is just go out there and try, and then you'll see what you can give. I mean, look what's been able to be accomplished with micro. I mean, everybody's doing it. We just got to inspire more people to get out here and get this exercise, this free exercise, and this knowledge that we're actually obtaining from growing our own food. Yeah. All right, I'm off the pot.
And another thing you're seeing here in this jar here, you have okra, you have some type of kale or cabbage, whatever. Then you have peas in here. You have corn. You have a variety in one row. There's multiple plants growing here, multiple food, and grow what you eat. I know we get caught up wanting to do everything everybody else is doing, but grow what you and your family eat. Don't grow stuff unnecessary. Oh, I just want to try that. Then go to the supermarket and try it first, or have GT Junior or Carrie Nate send you a fruit through the mail or something. But don't put it in your yard, then you realize that you don't like it, and you wasted a whole space in the season to grow something you don't like. So try to get the fruit from somebody else to send it to you, ship it to you before you put it in your yard and waste the whole season growing something that you didn't want to eat or you're not going to eat. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about there. Hello? Is y'all still here with me?
Yes.
Yes. So
yes.
don't, because I hear a lot of you guys, oh, I want to do this and I want to do that and I want to do this. But really do what your family needs you to do to feed your family. If your kids my kids like broccoli, I'm planting broccoli. Now, kale, I just grew it because it was purple. That's it. Do I eat kale? No, but it'll go to my chickens or my neighbor who's a juicer. You know what I mean? My daughters, we eat broccoli. We eat potatoes. We eat peppers. So we eat peppers. We eat tomatoes. So that's what I mean. And we eat corn. Now, them collard greens and things over there, those going to the chickens, y'all, unless my neighbors want them. We normally don't eat that stuff.
Oh, wow.
So blueberries, I do drink hibiscus tea. I do eat carrots. So peppers and stuff that I do eat. This is celery. We do eat celery. Strawberries. We do make mint teas. This is what I want. I want the candy roaster because I want the roasters, even though I will eat squash. But and look at this guy. Let me see. Where you at? Where you at? Come here. Oh, see this guy here? The ladybug? There she go.
It said, no, run.
So, but we do eat potatoes because potatoes.
Ooh, I seen that other beautiful plant too.
That's a lot of potatoes.
Oh yeah, it's red. It's 3 different varieties here.
Yeah.
And it's stuff that's growing in there, y'all. But I can't even show y'all. That I'm just show y'all if I can get y'all in here. It's stuff that's thriving inside this whole patch, y'all. And you'll see. This is where it's getting shaded out from the sun. Natural sun is shading out. So this is not a deficiency. It's just that it's not getting no light because it's dense. Because it's dense in a raised bed. And let me give you a heads up with Harry. So I know a lot of y'all grow in raised beds. See, what GT was showing you, I have a raised bed. I have black pots, buckets, fabric pots, and in-ground grow. So I grow all different ways. So don't just grow one way, grow different ways so you can see what works out for you.
Yeah.
So you see I have in-ground grow this year. I have buckets. I have these pots that everybody uses, these black pots. And I actually have fabric pots. Yeah. And I have a raised bed. Raised bed on this side. So when you're watching somebody's channel, let them show you that they grow in different mediums so it might work for you. So that's all.
Very nice.
And
garden is looking great.
And I'm gonna ask you guys, since y'all in the chat here, because it's not my chat. How's it important for y'all to have a clean garden? Is it very important for you to clean garden, or you one of those people? Are you one of those people that don't care as long as they grow y'all food?
Oh no, it has to be cleaned up. I cannot. I don't like weeds and stuff growing everywhere, especially if you have stuff in ground. It's just going to take the nutrients away from your plants. Hey, Lewis, it is what it is. I appreciate you being here. So yeah, and I like for everything to be cleaned up anyway, because I don't want critters to have spaces to hide. If you leave weeds and stuff overgrown all over the place, it's easy for critters to hide. So we don't want that. So I like everything to be cleaned up.
That was a good question.
For me, it's sorry to interrupt. For me, it's cleanliness is definitely important, but I have to be honest about it. I don't have the same kind of time that a lot of other people have. I'm struggling because I have 2 jobs, and I still have a balance of everything else. When it comes down to priorities, it's about it's.
Oh, shoot.
I know that my yard suffers. I know that the what Micro say, the Sanford and Son yard. I know I know that I have part of that element going on in my yard, but it's my yard. I try to make it as appealing as I can, but I'm trying to put stuff out. I'm trying to up pot. I'm trying to remove stuff, and I don't have the same kind of help. Like, I got to have my wife come out there because I'm not an organized person. I've never been, I haven't been that since my son was born. So I struggle with that. But as long as I get my product and it's no nuisance to others, then I have to be okay with that. We got to take our wins. We got to take our losses we got to know how to, accept certain things. And some things we just work on. Some things it is what it is. But cleanliness, organization, that is something that we should have that element in our yard. But I don't.
Because I was concerned about like some of these new gardens where it's like, see that potato patch. Now I don't have to worry about poisonous snakes unless it came out somebody's house by mistake. But if you dug your hands, if you was in Georgia, Alabama, you put your hand in that potato patch right there, chances are there might be a carpet head laying under there getting out the sun when it's hot.
Right.
So when you look at stuff like this, you think about your garden, or you moving a brick, or you moving some wood piling and stuff. There's a carpet head sitting there on moccasin. I just did a video where the guy was picking blackberries, and there was a black moccasin there. And I just did a short video on that guy, and he was like, man, you got to watch when you're out here in your garden or picking berries and stuff, because copperheads and moccasins, they love berries. They eat that stuff too. They just don't eat mice. They'll be in a berry patch or a bush patch somewhere. And if you go ahead and move stuff, and knowing you have, poisonous snakes in your town or your state, you got to be careful. So you want to be able to walk in your garden and look at it. No place to hide.
Yeah.
Don't put your hand down there, especially if you're a new garden. That's the thing I want to tell people. I know they get influenced by a lot of us, and they start a garden, but then they'll have something like, I can't even show you. Something like this, right? And you go down there to pick something up, the snake is under this barrel, right? The snake will be under here. Soon you put your hand on your little child walking past it, the snake snap them in the ankle.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful with your garden areas and where you garden and and what you're growing in your garden, because some stuff that you grow in your garden, besides livestock, will bring snakes too.
Yeah, I went out there and pruned up some of those bushes back there yesterday because I couldn't see under them. And so, my chickens like to go under there. I like to be able to see. And remember, I was telling you guys that it was a possum out there not long ago that the dog had to drag out of there. So, stuff like that. I don't want to deal with all that. So that's the reason I try to stay on that type of stuff as much as I can. But you guys see, I have a lot of stuff in containers, and the raised beds that I do have, a lot of them are elevated, to they're waist high, are the other ones that are, they're low to the ground. But, I try to keep those as clean as possible. So I don't have everything in ground like micro. I think if I had everything in ground like micro, that would definitely require a lot more of my time than I could give. So, yeah.
These are my girls.
Aww.
But they mad because I gave the new babies here, and I just don't trust the new babies. And people was concerned about the new babies being here with the big girls because they're only a month old. So let me see if I can they want to come out here. That's what they want to do. They want to come out here and scratch up. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to get the babies back in because they're new to the world. So they don't have that training yet. But see, they over here. Let me show you. See, they want to climb other stuff. See, but they big now. But they want to come out here. They normally free range, but they mad. Look at them. But I know if I might can't get the babies back in.
Yeah.
Because they've been doing this for years, going out and going back in. But the babies don't know.
Yeah.
And they too small, and they don't know to stay in the yard yet. But I got a decent sized yard. Got to replace the pool, if y'all see the pool. So I got to finish the dog house because they're getting put out too. Dogs getting put out. So yeah, one of my dogs, and nobody know, one of my German shepherds decided to rip the pool to pieces. Y'all can see the remnants. One of Nikki's grandchildren, decided.
And what size? What grow zone?
18 feet by 4 feet pool.
Mm.
So it's $500 extra that I got to put out my pocket in a couple of weeks. Summer's here already. School's out next 2 weeks. So I got to get another pool, thanks to Miss Willow. So what I'm going to do is, since this is a blessing and a curse at the same time, once I move this thing out the way, I'm going to close all under here, and they're going to be out here the whole summer.
Yeah.
And this is the other area. This is the theater place. So this is the backyard, y'all. This is just a backyard. They go to the outdoor theater. They go to, I took the cabinet, so it's just the cookers here, the smoker, that, and then the table. But it's supposed to be something here I'm supposed to put with the wife this summer. It's one of those cargo nets where you go lay out on under the sun, under the shade. So we're gonna put some type of kid cargo. It's a cargo net that's like you can lay down. It's not a hammock. It's like a hammock, but it's not a hammock.
Yeah.
Because my 350-pound butt can get up on it. You know what I mean?
Nikki said you need to watch your kids. That sounds like parental negligence.
No, I need to drop them off at their grandmothers and just leave them. That's what I need to do. Like, bring them over to their grandmama house and keep getting up like some people did back in the days. Leave them on their grandparents. Just drop them off. I'll be back for them. I'm going on vacation, mama.
Then never go back and get them.
Never go back and get them. Like, he dropped them kids off, ain't come back, ain't leave them nothing. Not a piece of bread. You see your brother, you tell him to come get his darn kids now.
Hey, Jared, how are you?
But yeah, but this is the backyard, y'all. See, I got pears here. These are pears right here.
Okay.
These are pears.
Nice.
So hopefully the squirrels don't get me. So they do their thing. And this is what I'm going to tell you about. Let me stop because I ain't cleaned up the dog poop yet. So let me watch my dog's poop over here on the fence line. So got to watch them.
Tip.
Now, this is what happens every year, y'all. This is what we call curry leaf disease, right? Since I had this tree.
Oh, wow.
It had this problem, right? But what the funny thing about this tree is it starts out like this, right? All these leaves will get knocked down to the floor and I pick them up and clean them. And then they give a second set of tree leaves, right? Without the disease. It's like soon it blooms. And I don't know why it does that, but it's been doing that for 4 years now. It do this and it'll drop them, boom, right? Then later on in the season, it'll grow another set of leaves. And then it'll start giving me fruit like this, see? It'll start giving fruit. But I sprayed it, hands dirty. I sprayed it with fungicide and everything. I think it might be in the root system itself.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to correct that in the root system because I sprayed the tree on above, but it's not doing nothing. I believe it's in the ground.
Wow.
My problem with this tree is in the ground. So I got to do my research to see how to get this tree to stop doing this. But it'll give me a second set. You would think the tree's bad. It don't. All those leaves will fall. They will actually fall off like this. They'll fall right off.
Oh, wow.
That's it. And here go my dwarf Macintosh. Look like I'm gonna get maybe an apple or two out of this one this year. You know, but not the raccoon, the squirrels love this tree just as much as I do. So
yeah, you see my little one apple. You see what I did? I covered it up with a sheer mesh bag.
and here it goes. This is my problem right here.
Oh.
I think she's dead.
No.
Because the dogs got to and shoot her and still got the tag on her, right?
Oh.
She didn't bloom, but she's flexible, but I don't know. I'm going to scratch in a minute. I'm going to give her a scratch test to see if she's alive.
Wow.
She did not bloom at all.
Return policy.
Right?
No, she bloomed, but the dogs got to her. You see that?
Yeah, scratch it down there. Scratch under there with your nail.
I ain't gonna do all that, bro. I got keys.
You ain't supposed to use no keys.
I ain't gonna use my nail.
It's probably alive. If they just chewed that little piece.
Nah, she did.
Really?
It's brown. It's not green.
Let me see if I can show you.
Yeah, that's brown. Go a little lower.
She did. Thanks to Nikki's children again.
You took responsibility. 9/10 of the law is possession.
I know how to drop a kid. I know how to leave them on. I know how to leave them on a leash.
That's terrible. Darn dogs.
Mine.
Oh my goodness.
Nah,
I'm gonna hop off here though. I have to go run some errands. Yeah. This is the holiday and I want to get in them stores before they get ridiculous.
Yeah.
I usually go at 6 in the morning and I missed it, so now I got to get out there and get in them stores. So
I ain't gotta get in the store. All I gotta do is get into that liquor store before everybody else gets there.
All right, well, I'll let y'all do your thug thizzle then. All right, K. Renee. Thanks for allowing me to come up. Appreciate the conversation and the advice, Micro.
Yep. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate you. Thank you, Micro. Thank you, GT. Thank you, everyone in the chat. Make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. And hit the notification bell so that you know when new content has been uploaded. And I will see you guys all next time. I hope you guys have an amazing holiday weekend. And I'm sure I'll see you guys in these YouTube streets. if I don't do a pop-up. So anyway, you guys have an amazing weekend. I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.